Okay, there we go. Good morning, everyone. So sorry for the technical difficulties. I'm having a little bit of trouble with my broadcaster, but it looks like we're up and going. Thankfully, we won't be too far behind on the day, as today, as I stated in the brief description of the class stream there, that technically today is our first scheduled shooting day. And so just to clarify on that, I wanted to make sure in assigning this project that there was adequate time given to you guys to shoot and edit your project. And so this hour of time together today can be used doing that, shooting, of course. It can be used doing work for other classes to free you up later so that you've got time to shoot, say, in the evening. Especially if you're one of the folks that has an activity that takes place outside. Yesterday, not a great day, but today, sunny and beautiful. So it could be perfect good shooting situations. So I wanted to make sure that I was available for you guys if there are any questions or issues or roadblocks that you were coming up against in planning or mapping out your shooting schedule. But today can very much so be a quick check-in. Give me an update on where you're at, what your plan is, and then honestly, folks, you can be on your way. I have no instruction today, and so if you're catching the stream later, capitalize on the time that you have to go and shoot. But I will say good morning to Adam and Dan and Dylan. And Dylan, I'll get to your question in a second. Joe, Shannon, good morning as well. Mike, Leona, Matt, Jake, and Jaden. I'm happy you guys are all here. Well, some of you left already, and that's okay. So Dylan, to answer your question, and I'll pull up my calendar here just so we can move through it one more time. So if this is the 7th, today is the 7th. Today is our first dedicated shooting day. Okay, Monday of next week is going to be our second dedicated shooting day. Wednesday the 13th and Friday the 15th are your dedicated editing days, and the project will be due by the start of class on Tuesday the 19th. Plenty of time for this to get shot and edited. I wanted to make sure that because the project was a little bit more thorough, and we're still only one edit into using WeVideo, that there was adequate time not only to feel comfortable getting the shot, but also feel comfortable getting the edit done, and to make sure that you're managing all that in and around the other projects and classwork that you have for other classes as well. Okay. And so even for the due date, I was like, well, technically we can have it be due by the end of the day on the 15th and screen on the 19th, but we're going to end up screening on the 19th anyway. So I figured I would give you that extra time, which because it falls before a weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, you guys then have to put a little extra time or polish into your edits. That being said, I expect with that time that they're going to be really good. And I hope that they are, and I'm sure that they will be. So Dylan, to answer your question there, the short version is it's due by the start of class on the 19th. We will screen then, all right, and then we will press onward onto bigger and better things as we always tend to do. I'd also be remiss if I didn't mention this today. I actually didn't realize it until the end of my the middle of my fourth block yesterday, so I'll have to rehash with those folks tomorrow. Worth pointing out today, fun little trivial piece of information, or at least yesterday for that matter. Yesterday was Orson Welles' birthday. Orson Welles, the director, of course, of Citizen Kane, arguably one of the greatest films ever made. It's frequently at the top of the best films ever lists, and it was his birthday yesterday. Now, we experienced Orson Welles in class when we listened to, if you remember back in September, the War of the Worlds broadcast. He both wrote and starred in that as well. So you've got some experience with him, but I took this out yesterday, and I was like, oh, it's a perfect rainy day to sit down and watch an old school classic cinema black and white film. I never got around to it, and I won't today. I've got a shooting project that I got to bolt out of here for at the end of our school day today. But a little bit of trivial cinema film information for you. We are giving a happy belated birthday to Orson Welles. If you ever get a chance to watch this, try and find time to watch Citizen Kane. It is a masterclass in filmmaking but it's also probably going to be a difficult watch for some of you folks as it shows its age. It does some things incredibly well, but it will show its age on its sleeve for you, I'm sure. But I hope you guys are all happy and well and doing okay at home. Has anyone come across any issues in trying to figure out their shooting schedule or what that's going to look like? Just to give you an idea of what some folks yesterday had come up with. I can't clear my throat. I had two students in two different classes ask if they were able to do a voiceover, and absolutely, I think that's a great idea to do, especially if you're doing a task where there's a lot of noise in the background or the skill that you're demonstrating, it tends to be a little noisy anyhow. A voiceover is a great way to do that, is to narrate what's going on without having a lot of the audio issues that may come about if you're demonstrating while like shooting and talking over the clip that you're doing. And so my recommendation would be to give yourself a little bit more control. You can record a voiceover directly into WeVideo. I would recommend using the Voice Memos app. It actually records pretty good quality audio for a phone. You can get that microphone real close to your mouth so it sounds better than talking while you're doing something or having it really far away. And then I would just find a nice quiet place in the house to record that. And I know this may sound really silly. In college, we used to just go into a closet with our script and the recording device, and we would record it in there. It's a small space. It's got a lot of clothes in it, so it absorbs a lot of the echo and stuff. And it may sound silly, but if you got a script or you want to do a voiceover, grab your Chromebook, put the script on a dock, take your phone in there, and then just sit in the floor of your closet and close the door and get to recording. You can also, lay in your bed or go in your bed and just put a blanket over your head and do the whole thing kind of like tent style. It's just the smaller the space, the better, and the more like fabric around you to absorb the noise, the better as well. So maybe weird, but you'll get a really nice quality product out of it. All right, so again, just to reiterate, if you want to give me a progress update in the chat and then bounce on out, you're more than welcome to do so. If you want to stay in chat, you're more than welcome to do that as well. I want to be very cognizant of your time. So remember, if this is time you can be using to take care of this project or other work to free you up to do this project at a later time, capitalize on it. All right, if the chat goes inactive for a while, I am going to conclude the stream. All right, I'll still be available throughout the day, of course, so you can email. I've been pretty good about making sure I'm getting back to emails that are sent normally before dinner time. After that, it's a little spotty, only because I tend to be away from my work stuff at that point in time to kind of decompress. But if I get an email after that and I happen to have my phone nearby and check it and it seems urgent, I will reply to that. So Dan's recording on Sunday. Awesome, Dan. Thank you for the update. If you are shooting outside, I would just say check the forecast. Make sure it's going to be a nice day out. I know it's supposed to be getting actually cooler a little bit. Let's do the weather together. Why not? Because I'm curious. I know I got to shoot today. Oh, yeah. By the time I go to shoot, it's going to be 61 and sunny. Beautiful. Sunday, partially cloudy, which is the ideal shooting conditions. Monday, rain. Okay. Friday, rain. Tomorrow, rain. 35 tomorrow night. Ah, man, perfect sleeping temperature. Dan, thank you for the update. If you feel comfortable in knowing what you got to do and don't have any questions right now, feel free to head on out, take care of stuff. I'm just going to put an update in my Google Classroom for my 4B tomorrow. Oh my God, can't type here. Post it. Ah. Special shout out to Dan for being the only person to update. Everyone else just left. Come on, be nice at least. Be courteous. Say, hey, Mr. Leonard, I'm good. See you later. Bye. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. By May 15th. Shannon recording on Saturday. Okay, excellent. I'm going to just jump back into my classroom here, just so I can refresh my memory. 2A. Shannon is doing, oh God, don't say. Why do I, straightening her hair, your hair. Yes, I remembered. Okay, I didn't have to look. I didn't cheat, I promise. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like an outdoor thing. Awesome. Okay, plenty of time. Hopefully you don't have to do that more than once, because I can't imagine straightening your hair back to back would be a good thing. So just make sure you're really thorough in all the shots you want to get, so you can plan those out ahead of time and make sure you're not forgetting anything. However, I guess if you're doing your hair every day, like you said you were in your pre-production worksheet, if you forget one or two things, you can just kind of do those the next day, and that's good as well. Adam with the same. Okay. Do 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 do. No, 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 no. That was weird, but here we are. Okay. Oops. All right, now that we've got that, teleprompter time. Where the heck? Boo doo boo 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 doo doo doo. Do 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 do. Oh, we're down to 5 now. Okay. Good. I hope you guys are capitalizing on this time. This will be one thing that I'm going to definitely want to hear from you guys in a reflection after this project is done, if this type of schedule works. Yes, there's a lot of time, but getting that feedback on what can be tweaked is going to be very helpful. Probably going to wrap the stream in the next 5 minutes unless chatter kicks up again, especially now that we're down to 4 people. But I'm glad that everyone checked in at least at the start of class. 1-7. Why do I keep doing that? All right, gang, I am going to start to wrap it up here on the stream since we've been quiet really for most of the session, but that's okay because, again, today was our first shooting day. So we will have a similar session again on Monday of next week. And then remember, Wednesday and Friday of next week are your dedicated editing days. Now, I will make sure that I'm available again on sessions like this for technical troubleshooting. So if you're having Wii video issues, okay, and you're working on stuff, okay, hey, Mr. Leonard's going to be on a stream tomorrow, Friday, so that if you do need some assistance, that's what that time is going to be for. All right, that way I can pop up Wii video, I can show it on my screen, and I can walk you through some stuff if you're having trouble and difficulty. All right, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Good luck if you're shooting between now and the next time I see you, which again will be Monday, and enjoy your weekend. If you need anything, reach out via email, of course. All right, and I will talk to you all later. Have a wonderful afternoon, a wonderful weekend. Talk to you soon.